Our values are very important to us. So we have four main values. Our first value, which is seminal, the most important thing to me, is faith. We value faith above all things. I think about in my heart the story of Peter walking on water. And I think about what the church is today and what the church needs to be. So most of the church sits in the boat, stays in the boat, and does nothing. It took a whole lot of faith. I think of this in my mind. Peter reaching on the side of the boat, picking his leg up, and getting out on the water. And as the church, we can't stay comfortable in the boat. The other 11 disciples stayed in the boat. Well, at Hope Church, we're going to get out the boat. We're going to have the faith to trust in God no matter what. Every day, everything. We're starting from zero, scratch, no money. We haven't had a large donation sent our direction. We're starting from zero and believing that God owns everything. And everything we're going to do, we're going to have that kind of faith. When we set a budget, when we set a vision, when we set, everything's going to be God-sized. God's going to let us walk on water, or we're not doing it. At our first board meeting, we had our first temporary board meeting last month. One of the ladies in the board, she said this. She said, I used to work at a company, and our company CEO said this. If you got something we can do, and you think we can accomplish it, then we're not doing the right thing. And I said, I want to have that same vision at church. We want to have so much faith that everyone around us says, that's impossible. That's what we're signing up for. The impossible. So our number one value, our number one pillar to stand on is faith. So when someone says, Pastor Brad, we can't do that, like that's where we're going, and that's the direction. If we don't know which direction to go, the most difficult, most complicated, God-powered vision is what we want. And so number one is faith. Number two is action. James said, faith without works is dead. Well, works is action. So faith, your number one pillar, without action is dead. So we can have words all we want to have, because a lot of churches say words, and you go on the internet and see thousands of sermons all day long, millions of sermons probably. Words. We believe actions. So Peter gets out of the boat. There's a faith action that happens. He's out the boat. But once he's on the water, he walks on the water with Jesus, and that's action. So the actions we want to take, we want to have after-school programs. We want to do tutoring. We want to help kids learn how to read and write and do math and learn social studies. So it's the actions. There's something tangible going on there that matters. That's action. We want to help with Little League coaching. Anywhere we can insert hope into people's lives, we want to do that with some kind of action. So we have faith that turns into action. Our third pillar, our third value is so important to me. It's adventure. I think this thing is fun. I read the Bible. How awesome was it that Peter walked on water? It was exciting. They were standing there when Jesus told Lazarus, come on down. You're the first contestant on The Life is Right. There's an adventure. How exciting was that? People were in awe. Over and over again in the Bible, you hear this, and the people were in awe. In the book of Acts, people were in awe of what was going on. And that's the adventure of the Christian life. That's the adventure of church. So we value having fun together. Every month, we're going to have 1 week where we have a party for our service, because we value adventure. We value doing this life together. So if it's a 4-Sunday month, the last Sunday of the month is going to be a party, because worship is not just about singing songs and reading the Bible. Worship is also about community and spending time together, get to know each other. A lot of people go to church, but they don't know anyone at church, because they sit on this side, the other people sit on this side. Well, part of our having adventure together is every month we're going to have a party where we have lunch together every month. And that month, that Sunday of the month, that's what we're having. We're having a party together. That's our adventure. And when we go do things together, we're going to go do those things together. So we're going to have faith to believe God can do anything. We're going to take action to do those things when God calls us to do them. We're going to do them. We're going to have tangible, real things we do for the Lord. And we're going to do that, have fun together and have adventure, party together. And the last thing is we're going to do all that together, unity. We're all going to have faith. We're all going to take action, and we're all going to be on adventure together. So unity ties those things together. Most churches have 10% of people doing 90% of the work. At Hope Church, our goal is to have everyone involved in what we're doing. Everyone taking a part of what God is doing. You will never experience the faith of walking on water if you don't do it.